Hello, I'm making a video for this perfume called Tresor In Love by Lancome, and I am in love with this. I'm in love with in love. Tresor, which means treasure. So those perfumes are treasures. And I got mine from Quality Fragrance Oils. It's good for the skin. It's an imitation and I love it, and it's reasonably priced, which is amazing. So that way you can get 0.33 ounce roller glass, sort of, those are good sample sizes, and they cost about $8 each or something. And so still lasts a long time, and the oil doesn't put out so much material, so it's just a few rolls and it lasts you for a long time. And I have those, because I have so many, I use very little of it because I use a different one each day. So but that way I get to smell all these different perfumes that Jeremy recommended, and I don't have to spend $150 on it. So I can just get the sample roller for $8 or something, $7 to $8. I think $7.99. I don't remember exactly. So, and then the price gets better if you get higher quantities, of course. You can get real large quantities of it, and you can bottle it yourself and sell it. So I got, for Viva La Juicy Gold Couture, I got 4 ounces, and that was about $20. So 4 ounces, in a perfume store like Sephora, you spend over $100. So 4 ounces of perfume oil that lasts a long time, much longer than the alcohol, and it's much healthier for the skin, for $20. That's pretty nice, and it smells absolutely incredible. I don't even know the original smells, but it smells absolutely incredible. I have tried I've tried one more version from another company that is good too. That's really good. That's how I know how good this perfume is. But the version from Quality Fragrance Oils is even better. They're the best on all. And I had several also from several different perfumes from other oil imitation companies, and I have to say Quality Fragrance Oils has the best version on Alien, on all, on everyone. So Gold Couture, all of it. And also Viva La Juicy, the one that is more lemony. It is absolutely delicious. It smells like that lemon cream pie that my mother made for Christmas. It smells so incredibly good. And from that I also had the tester bottle, and I used that one because the performance is not as strong on the Viva La Juicy ones, because, and I see that Jeremy said the same thing on the alcohol, on the original, from the actual company. It's the same thing. So apparently this has to do with the perfume molecules. So fruity caramel, and so fruity caramel, of course, that is, it doesn't have that many layers of different notes. The more layers of different notes, the longer it will last, the longer is the performance of it, and it's also stronger. So it's not as strong, doesn't last very long, but it is so the best in the world. the best, and it's these two women. They are, I don't know how old they are. They're like Paul's age. These two women from LA that created Juicy Couture, and I give them my thumb up. I give them 100 stars, these two women. They are my winners, okay, in my life. They are my perfume winners, absolutely. They make the best. I make some perfume oils myself also, and they're really awesome. But I have to say, they are the winners. They still are the winners over my own creations also. So, and I make pretty good creations. They're called Dinosaur Love. So they're pretty good. So I'm not a perfumer, I'm not that skilled. So they have a more skilled perfumer, of course. They have a perfumer with much more experience, and they use way more single notes in it. So I don't use that many single notes in my creations. I'm still in the beginning. I'm trying, I'm experimenting, and it's fun, and I make good stuff. And I love it, and it's heavenly, absolutely heavenly. But the Viva La Juicy perfumes are the absolute total. And it's very difficult because they have so much competition, like Lancome, you know. I mean, that is tough competition. And the Thierry Mugler perfumes, they are toughest competition. But no, and it took me a while because I went from one perfume to another saying this is the best. No, this is the best. No, Tresor is the best. No, La Vie est Belle is the best, and so on and on and on and on. And I said, now Alien is the best. No, Angel is the best. No, Angel Muse, you know. And this one is absolute heaven. It is. I mean, it comes very, 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 very close to Gold Couture. Very close in amazingness. You know. But I have to say, and I would really say they're all equally great. They are mega stellar, all equally. Yeah. But I have to say, if I have to choose one to go onto a lonely island or something, into asylum, then it would be Gold Couture. It definitely would. I couldn't live without Gold Couture. So Gold Couture is really the ultimate winner. Oh my gosh. And the other one, the lemony one. So I haven't tried the other versions that they have. They all kinds of different versions, and I want to smell all of them. I think they're all amazing. I can tell from the reviews that I can tell by the way these people's facial expressions are. They are high. They are naturally high from those perfumes, and I am high. And Lancome is absolutely, it's on the very top, on the very, very top, the very top, on the top 10 worldwide. That's what the Lancome perfumes are. I would say all of them, but this one is the best from all Lancome perfumes. It's Tresor In Love. They're all fantastic, but this one is definitely the absolute winner from the Lancome perfumes, and it's way up there. Maybe this one may be one of the top 5 perfumes, I would say, worldwide. So, and then there are some perfumes like, for example, Donna Karan, which I don't support. When I see that name, I'm already, okay, thank you. No, I'm moving on. So I don't even know what they smell like. I can't make a judgment on it. But when I see something like Bad Girl or Good Girl, I already know this is like, thank you. No, that's not part of my philosophy. And Donna Karan, I think they still use fur, and so no, she's not a good girl. No, sorry, no. And wearing high heels, sorry, that's not good. So, but when I see the name alien, I'm like, yes, that's me. That's for me. That is, I don't even need to smell it. I'm already buying it. And then I was not disappointed, to say the least. I was absolutely thrilled when I got alien. When I've smelled alien for the first time in my life. Oh my gosh. I was in complete heaven. I was like, oh my gosh, it is so incredibly good. I hope I can share this enthusiasm with the world. I see not everyone is on the bandwagon of fragrance and scents, so that's sad. Why not? I see people, they spent their hard-earned money or their SSI money. They spend all of their money on alcohol and drugs. And how horrible. Why do you live your lives like this? I don't understand. It makes no sense to me at all. It is a painful dead end street, man. Don't do that to yourselves. Save your money and buy something that is really fulfilling, like perfume oils. You don't have to spend the money on a designer perfume. You can buy a generic imitation. And quality perfume oils, I'm not sponsored by them. I wished I was, because I recommend them to everyone. But I know my videos are controversial, and so because of that, they would probably never sponsor me. But, I don't know they seem very, very nice and progressive, so I don't know. I don't know how they feel about my videos. They've never seen them, so. But if they would, if they would give me the chance to promote their stuff, I would love to do it, because I really, they're, from all of the ones that I tested, those are the best on every level. The best, the friendliest, the most progressive. They don't have chemicals in it. They said they don't test on any animal. They test it on themselves. And they don't have artificial stuff in it. They don't have preservatives in it. They don't have food colorants in it. They don't have the fragrances are synthetic, but they are skin safe, and they have the best, just absolute best, the highest quality. They deserve the name quality fragrance oil, so I highly recommend them. Got good prices, very competitive, and very professional, very successful, very, very, very neat and orderly and clean, and I don't know, looks like they have real good cutting edge technology in making this, and machines that make it, and everything is clean and wonderful, and they're real friendly and super, and they want to know people's views on the different perfumes. And I think this is fantastic with the small roller bottle to try them out. And the small roller bottle also is perfect for taking along when you go somewhere, when you go on a vacation. You can have that in your purse, and it's not that heavy. It's perfect. And so much better than alcohol with all of these other toxins that are in the perfumes. So I'm like super happy about this. I already spent thousands of dollars. Oh gosh. Over the last couple of years, thousands of dollars. Yes, my husband is super annoyed about this. He said, you could have bought this drill motor for all of those perfume oils. But drill motors is not what I'm interested in. So I really like perfumes, I like philosophy, I like nature, I like to smell trees. It's wonderful. It feels great. the light is coming from here. So I'm gonna sit up. I'm also planning on making another foot massage video, maybe tomorrow when it gets a little bit warmer. Though the temperature always fluctuates here back and forth. So it's nice weather today, but it's a little bit chilly. That's why I have this jacket on. I have my winter pants on. But it is nice to sit here on the lawn. I really enjoy it. And I recommend to other people to do the same. Find a nice place somewhere outside. Find a nice lawn. Sit down on the lawn and smell on flowers. You know, that really uplifts us. Just sit down and look at the trees in the wind, you know. Just look into it. There's so much to see. And it's wonderful and relaxing. And we can do breathing exercises while we look in the trees. And it feels so infinitely good. You know, the trees and the blue sky in the background, and the hummingbirds, and the roses and the flowers. It's so nice and awesome, and it smells good. I absolutely love it. And the papa dog, I don't know where he went, probably went back in the house. So, Papa Dog, where are you? Come to me. We want to make a video together. So I put a whole lot of sodium bentonite clay on his bumps. He has a lot of bumps. And it's because those are metastases, because the people that had him before us had a tumor operated on. That's the biggest mistake you can make. Because when you probe into a tumor, whether you take out a biopsy or you remove the tumor, it initiates the tumor. It's almost like an intelligent existence. It initiates the tumor to send out a chemical into the body through the bloodstream. And this chemical will initiate dormant cancer cells that are somewhere else in the body. It will initiate them to grow. And that is why he has now, after they removed one tumor, now he has like 8 bumps growing. I don't know whether they're tumors, but maybe they're not vicious. When they feel hard and attached to the tissue, that's a bad sign, you know. And he had some that were some of them were kind of attached. So then I made sure to put the sodium bentonite clay hydrated, pack that on it, and gently massage that on it, and leave that on. Let it fall off, let it dry and fall off by itself. And you do this often enough, it will actually make that bump loosen up, become loose on the surface, and then it no longer is of a vicious nature. So it doesn't necessarily keep growing, and it might even go into remission. So if you put the clay on, and my husband doesn't allow me to put the clay on every day, which I think is absolutely horrible. I wished I had a way to put real thick, like this thick, hydrated sodium bentonite clay onto every bump that he has on his back and on the legs. Put that on every single day, and maybe put it on twice a day. Wash it off and then put it on again, and then let it dry on the body, and then it will come off in form of a powder. And it doesn't hurt anything. It's actually good. It also, I think it prevents insects also on the rug. You can vacuum that up. And that isn't hard on the lungs, the sodium bentonite. The diatomaceous earth is hard on the lungs. It's a little bit on, you know, goes in the direction towards asbestos, not as bad, and not as bad as chalk, I think. But it is irritating the lungs. So But it's still better to use diatomaceous earth sprinkled on the rug to get rid of fleas, and then just accept the bad with the good, accept the bit of irritation, because that's better than having fleas. Fleas is like, that's like really bad to have a flea infestation, because fleas, when when they ingest a flea, they can get tapeworms from them, and that's really bad. Okay, so we also give him a teaspoon of diatomaceous earth into the dog food, the way Paul does it. I told him to put a teaspoon on the top of the dog food and then spray it with a spray bottle, so that it becomes completely saturated with water, because then it doesn't get into the lungs. So then he eats that, and then he puts like half of a teaspoon of kelp seaweed powder on top of that, and he doesn't have to spray the water on that one. So, and then mix that into the dog food just like that, and then he'll eat it, and that's really good for him. So I wished I had a way to apply the sodium bentonite clay hydrated really thick every single day, thick like this, onto his entire body. The best would be like an entire mud pack every day, but my husband doesn't allow that. He'll say, oh, it's gonna be messy, it will mess up the furniture and all of this. But you know, that's still better than having tumors and, you know, not doing anything about it, and you don't know what will happen then. So that's just not that's not an option for me at all. So I have to, he doesn't want me to put any clay on, but I have to, like, at least once in a while I have to put clay on those. I did that today, and it dries on like whitish, so he has all of these spots now. But he likes it when I say, let's do a spa treatment. I'm gonna put clay on you. When I say clay, then he looks at me and goes, yay! I want that. And he comes running over and stands there and holds his neck down like this for me to apply it. He really likes it. And then and he really enjoys me putting this on, and all this attention, and this nursing and spa treatment. It's wonderful. And then after I put it on and I say, all right, you did it, we did it, you're all set. And then he runs through the whole house and it's all energized and happy. And it makes him feel very energetic, that clay. And I want to tell you, sodium bentonite clay, or any form of bentonite, also the calcium bentonite from Death Valley, all of this stuff is so intelligent. It is so beneficial and so healing, like nothing else on the planet. Bentonite clay is the most healing substance on the planet. The information is not given to you. The information is marginalized at best and suppressed and even persecuted at worst. And I've seen all of this. I've seen medical doctors come after me viciously, more viciously than fundamentalist Christians. Because if we help people and animals heal themselves with natural things, that would put all the physicians and veterinarians out of business. Again, that's how it works. Most people only care about their business, their money. Why are you even a veterinarian then? If you only care about money, then you should become a stockbroker and not a veterinarian. Why are you a veterinarian if you don't care about the animals, if you put your money before the animals' well-being? Okay? You'd rather do plastic surgery on them, make them suffer. You know, that's harsh for the body That's a harsh impact on the body. That's a trauma, okay? We can put bentonite clay on, they enjoy it, and it heals up. Huh? You can also mix that into the food. It's really, really, really good. My husband doesn't allow me to put it into the food. It's an awful struggle with my husband because he tends to believe the medical stuff, the medical propaganda, and all of this. He has a tendency towards that. He watches Dr. Grieger, which is good, but you know, unless Dr. Grieger says it, so it's dismissed. If I say no, it's like, where you come up with this, you know? So, but I've studied this in depth for over 10 years now. I've written a book on this, and I see the results. You know, the results, they speak for themselves. It doesn't even need anyone or any expert to say it. I'm just a messenger to bring that information to anyone who is open for it, you know. So try it, see for yourself, you know. You cannot go wrong with that. So holistic healing is the only solution. So everything else is unbeneficial for life on earth. So surgeries are unbeneficial. So it's the holistic route is the route of nature and love and kindness. Okay, you guys take it. Bye bye.